5 in the morning and I realized I got arrested by a 9-year-old because I robbed an NPC who called the cops on me somehow. And I forgot my AK-47 because I'm dumb. So I need to serve my life sentence of 20 seconds in the jailbreak prison before I can cause more havoc in the city, with my FBI agent watching me through my window and writing me in the document of future murderers, because this game is designed to make kids more dangerous in the real life. Because science doesn't lie about video games causing violence, especially jailbreak. So I just walk out of my prison cell after 20 seconds and punch this box, which randomly opens like it was made for you to escape. And then I jump onto some Amazon boxes that can surprisingly support my 250 pounds I weigh, and then I just crawl under this opening to escape this jail. And then go to a gun store to get guns without showing proof that I'm 21 years of age, because this game is based in the United States of America, where you can get a gun on your hands at the age of 9, which then kids will replicate this in real life, causing school shootings because this game's science, because this game's analytics said it's most popular in Texas for some reason. And how you rob things in this game is ultra realistic. You go to the airport and hop onto a plane that is magically flying and hold E on this crate, and kids think if you do this in real life and you bring your keyboard to a cargo plane and hold E on it, they won't have a crate magically in their hands. Instead, they'll have a bunch of police officers beating the shit out of you and shooting you until you die because you're only 9, which makes very much sense. And jumping off buildings and the game will magically make you respawn, which makes little 9-year-olds wonder what the respawn menu looks like, so they'll just get up on high places and jump off, thinking there will be a hold space to parachute button in front of them. But when there is not, and they die, the police officers will check the parents for any guns, but little do they know that 9-year-old owns the guns, because we live in the United States of America. And since there is no guards in the prison, many people drop the soap when you to robbing by placing dynamite on the same place you did last week and blowing up this opening that blows up in the exact same way in the exact same time every time, which makes me wonder, why don't they just patch it with like a brick wall or something? You just grab an item and put it into your bag that can hold infinite size, infinite weight of items without it getting heavier. And you can go up to a police officer and take a key card from their ass and go up to any police building and just walk into it without the lasers detecting you. And you can go to the bank, which is open, even just walk into the bank door with the key card, with the normal police card, and open the bank vault that holds millions without the lasers detecting you. And you can go into the bank, which opens even though there's no NPC to watch you. There's no bank teller. You use your normal police card that opens a freaking bank and walk into the vault that makes you jump over these lasers that are supposed to be invisible, but for some reason they're not. And the cops get notified when you open the bank with a regular cop key card, which is not supposed to happen because that's just physics again. Again, you blow up the vault by just running into it, magically run it, and collect $5,000 for some reason. If I was a cop, I wouldn't go there because like it's only $5,000, and it's like, who's stealing $5,000 from a bank? And you can rob a power plant by doing one of those puzzles from that mobile game and magically collect uranium that can kill you if you touch it. But you don't care because it's a game and you can respawn. This is an extra realistic game. You take it to the collector, but because all of the value of it is gone in a matter of seconds. I don't know what's wrong with the game, but I think uranium takes way longer than 10 seconds for it to drain all its value. And you can own a house. What's wrong? You can own a house, and the police know it's your house because your name's on there freaking front of it, on the sign right outside, which caused me to get raided right as I bought the house. And you can place a vault down that magically gets money into it when you rob more stores. And when the timer is up, you can rob yourself because you have nothing better to do in your free time. For the casino, you can just walk into it and pull out your gun, and nobody there surrenders because no one's there. And you try to find a code that opens up the top secret vault that is literally just sitting on the wall. Should be like at least be in a document or something. for anyone to see. Besides, you go up to the lock pad and just import the code, which magically opens the doors. And there's these lasers here that you just go back and forth, which are bright as hell, probably making you blind. But if you get past them and you're not blind, you go to this security room, which has a random computer that is red, and you want to hack it, quote unquote. You hold E, which turns off all of the lasers, which you don't even need a key card, and then you walk back to the elevator and go to the vault, which is guarded by random lasers that can magically damage you. And you collect money by running up to it and holding E to steal. The crown gives the same amount of money as the money. Yeah. Just going to the elevator and clicking the button, which shouldn't work because you just trip the alarms and should be in lockdown, but since it's not, you just go to the elevator and go up and take it to the collector, which is secretly an undercover United States government official with handcuffs ready to arrest you. Just walk up to the passenger train and start collecting large amount of briefcases that are sitting along for some reason. But there being millions of dollars just sitting in the back of the passenger train for some reason, because people like to put money there, I guess. And I like to take it from there, I guess. Yeah. And to rob the tomb, you need 3 people that are heavy, like Nikocado, to stand on these plates when these eyes are lit up. Because the big door magically opens, which is apparently 3,000 years old, because I always knew Egypt was in America, because it's a region I learned in the 6th grade. The cargo ship, you just get a helicopter and put down your rope, which magically attaches to it with super glue, and you can pick up a crate and deliver it to this house with doors that opens, and you throw it into the void. I don't know what they were thinking when they were making this game, but there are 2 convenient missile launchers on the boat, and one at the front and one at the back. They were carrying ramen noodles from Japan to North Korea, and Kim wanted missiles on it so no one can steal it. But these aren't conveniently heat-seeking, making it easy to steal one of these. And there's these airdrops that randomly spawn from a jet that mysteriously flies over the desert, dropping airdrops. The drops that drops these men in black suits from the sky, and they keep coming from the government bullshit we got here. They just come out of the sky, and you can get more money from robbing by buying a bigger bag, which is literally the exact same size bag, except it apparently holds more. Logical, if you ask me. And you can spawn a vehicle out of midair, because this game is logical, where anything is possible. And there are these pockets, and you just go to Mar-a-Lago and steal these nuke codes that Trump has for some reason. And you go to this military base and you hold E, wondering what this button does. And then Kim Jong-un threatens to push his buttons. I like to push buttons, which makes, and I like to go to a stick, and you can click this yellow button that spawns a nuke out of nowhere. It takes 50 seconds for it to hit the ground, which gives people plenty of time to go to Crater City, where they can survive the nuke, even though it's literally half a mile away from where the nuke strikes. Pretty surprising if you ask me, because you would literally die. But it was probably made in China. That doesn't surprise me at all, because everything made in China is top secret, like the US flag. That looks like it's a China flag from far away, which is called China's policy, Asimo. China's policy, wink wink. Which is very well named, I guess, and I hope you didn't learn anything from this video, and more likely this video game, because you probably lost IQ and brain cells thinking on how realistic this game is. So like the video, my channel is dying like your